Hello! Welcome back to everyone that was here for my vlog post number 1 last month. For all you newbies, hello, thank you for being here and welcome. My name is Charlene and I am owner, founder, operator of Everyday Coherence, which is a wellness system that teaches people how to connect body and mind for everyday success. So today is February 13th, 2019, one day before Valentine's Day. So to be, relevant and potentially helpful, I decided to create this vlog on love relationships. And so it's titled Love Relationships as a Spiritual Practice. And certainly I want to define what spiritual practice means to me. So it means being able to move beyond all of the ego-based fears, core wounds, false beliefs, any barriers that keep us from knowing our truest self. And so if spirituality is not your persuasion, then I suggest you retitle this for yourself. What did I say? Love relationships as a mental health practice, because it's really all the same to me. Mental health is about breaking through and moving beyond barriers to be able to find your true sense, self-worth, happiness, all of that joyful, meaningful, purposeful kind of stuff. So spiritual practice, mental health practice, boom, love relationship. So I'm going to start by stating really the number one, challenge of love relationships, which also is why it makes it so ripe for spiritual practice. And that being that when you connect deeply with someone, or start to, and there's intimacy, then you're showing more and more of who you are. And so the ego gets a little bit freaked out because you're showing more and more of who you are. And there's those core wounds as humans that we all have that is some version of self-worth, that we're not good enough, that if they see the real me, they're gonna get out of here, kind of a thing, right? And both partners are experiencing this, so it's an interesting dance between the two egos. So with a spiritual practice, it's about stepping into that vulnerability, admitting that it's there, and being able to share in your relationship together. So 3 main steps related to creating a spiritual practice of your love relationship is to show up as honestly as who you are, no matter what. And being willing to step into that vulnerability and communicate from that courageous place of vulnerability. That one was number 2. And then 3 is the mindset shift of viewing challenges in a love relationship as an opportunity to grow as an individual and as a couple. I also feel like I want to mention that I know that not all love relationships are just between 2 people, so any configuration of your relationship, whether it's a couple, whether it's 3 people, whether it's more, whatever it is, that these practices of stepping more into who you are, to allow yourself to be revealed, to allow yourself to love more, allow yourself to transmute that sense of lack, can be found in many different relationships and many different configurations of these love relationships. So, is there anything else I want to say about that? So many potential things that could be said about spiritual practice and love relationships. But that's basically the core of it, is recognizing that it takes courage to show who you are, and if you choose to not show who you are, then 1, it's not a spiritual practice, And it can oftentimes lead to anxiety and depression because you're hiding pieces of who you are. So that is kind of the biggest stuff, is show up as much as who you are and be honest with yourself, honest with your partner, and grow in intimacy and your own ability to love, no matter what the outcome, knowing that you are valuable beyond words, and so is your partner. Stepping in each moment with your partner as an opportunity to grow and learn more about yourself and heal, to really gain that undeniable knowing that you are awesome, that you are worthy to be in a loving relationship, that you are worthy to love and be loved. So one more main thought is, it's kind of an interesting and slightly different approach, but the way that I like to look at approaching a relationship, that your job, so to speak, it could be, seen as your role or responsibility or spiritual focus, is that your role is to love the other person. Your role is not to do things that you think the other person will like and therefore like you. Because that perpetuates a different pattern. That perpetuates, the second one I was mentioning, perpetuates a different pattern, a pattern away from who you are. If you're constantly seeking their validation, then there isn't the internal validation that I am worthy, loving, and lovable. So show up, love to your highest in heart's content, with little concern about the ultimate outcome, because the ultimate outcome is that you learn to love more, which transmutes your lack, and you get to know more of who you are. And in there is a heck of a lot of self-worth. So, thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next month in March, and happy Valentine's Day. Be well.